Every year after the age of 50, you begin to lose something incredibly important: muscle. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't come with warning lights or loud signals. Instead, it shows up slowly, quietly, until one day you realize climbing stairs feels harder than it used to, or standing up from the couch takes more effort, or carrying groceries feels like lifting bricks. This process has a name: sarcopenia. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass, strength, and function, and it affects almost everyone over time, unless we take action. Studies show that after age 50, you can lose up to 1% of your muscle mass every year. That may not sound like much, but over a decade, it adds up. By age 70 or 80, many people have lost more than 30% of their muscle mass. That loss is not just about looking smaller. It affects everything. Your ability to walk, stand, lift, bend, and even breathe deeply depends on strong muscles. And when those muscles fade, your independence can fade too. But here's the part they don't always tell you. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It's not something you have to accept as part of aging. You can fight it. You can even reverse it. And you don't need a gym membership or complicated workouts to do it. You just need the right information and a few small changes. That's what this video is here to give you. First, let's understand why this happens. As we age, our bodies naturally begin to produce fewer hormones that support muscle growth, like testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone. This hormonal shift means that your muscles don't respond the same way they used to when you were younger. The process your body uses to build and repair muscle becomes slower and less efficient. It's like trying to build a house with fewer workers and lower quality tools. Then add to that a more sedentary lifestyle. Many seniors move less as they age, not because they want to, but because it starts to feel harder. And ironically, the less you move, the faster your muscles disappear. It becomes a vicious cycle. Weakness leads to less movement, which leads to more weakness. But here's what's amazing. Your muscles can respond at any age. That's right. Even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond, your body can still build new muscle tissue. It just takes a little more intention, a little more consistency, and the right inputs. Think of your muscles like a garden. If you neglect them, they weaken and wither. But if you water them, feed them, and tend to them, they grow. And that's what we're going to walk through in this video. How to water, feed, and protect your muscles so they stay strong and support you for years to come. We'll cover the most important habit is for preventing and reversing muscle loss, even if you're starting from scratch. And every strategy we share will be simple, practical, and proven. Let's start with nutrition. The fuel your muscles need to survive. One of the biggest reasons older adults lose muscle is because they don't get enough protein. Protein is what your body uses to build, repair, and maintain muscle. Without enough of it, your body simply can't hold on to the muscle you already have. So how much do you need? Most experts recommend that older adults consume between to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's roughly 70 to 90 grams per day for most seniors. But here's the catch. It's not just about the total amount. It's about how you spread it out. Many people eat a tiny amount of protein at breakfast, a bit at lunch, and a large portion at dinner. That pattern doesn't support muscle health. Your body can only use so much protein at once, around 25-30 grams per meal. Anything above that is either stored or eliminated. The best strategy? Distribute your protein intake evenly throughout the day, especially making sure you get enough at breakfast and lunch. Great sources of protein include eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, tofu, chicken breast, salmon, beans, lentils, and protein shakes. Even adding a scoop of whey protein to your oatmeal or smoothie can make a difference. And if you have trouble chewing or eating full meals, protein-rich snacks throughout the day can help fill the gap. Thinking of protein as a non-negotiable. It's not optional if you want to keep your strength. Now let's talk about movement, because food alone won't save your muscles. In fact, the best fuel in the world won't help if the engine stays off. Your muscles are like engines. They only stay strong if they're used. That's where resistance training comes in. Resistance doesn't mean heavy weights or intense workouts. It simply means challenging your muscles, even just a little. That could be standing from a chair without using your hands, doing wall push-ups, stepping up and down on a low platform, or using resistance bands to stretch your arms and legs. Even holding a gallon of water in each hand while walking around the house counts. The goal is to activate your muscles and keep them engaged. When you do this regularly, something powerful happens. Your body senses that your muscles are still needed, and it begins to protect and rebuild them. This is how you stop muscle loss. And it works even if you start late in life. Studies have shown that seniors in their 70s, 80s, even 90s can build new muscle with simple, consistent training. You don't have to exercise every day. 2 to 3 times per week is enough for most people. The key is to focus on form, go slow, and stay consistent. And don't forget balance exercises. Standing on one leg, heel-to-toe walking, or light Tai Chi can greatly reduce fall risk while strengthening leg muscles. Let's now talk about one of the most underrated tools for building and preserving muscle: sleep. You might not think of sleep as a muscle habit, but it's actually one of the most important. Most muscle repair happens at night. While you sleep, your body produces growth hormone, the same hormone that stimulates muscle regeneration and cell repair. If you don't sleep well, that process is interrupted. Poor sleep leads to higher levels of stress hormones like cortisol. Cortisol breaks down muscle and makes it harder for your body to recover. That's why getting deep, consistent sleep is essential, especially after exercising. So how can you improve your sleep? Start by creating a bedtime routine. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Avoid screens and bright lights 1 hour before bedtime. Try reading a book, listening to calm music, or practicing gentle breathing. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. If you have trouble falling asleep, magnesium supplements or herbal teas like chamomile may help. Also, be mindful of caffeine and alcohol. Both can disturb your sleep quality. The better you sleep, the better your muscles can recover and grow. Even 1 or 2 nights of deep rest per week can make a noticeable difference. Think of sleep as your body's muscle builder in the dark. Let's shift gears and talk about hydration. Another piece of the muscle health puzzle that's often forgotten. Water is not just for quenching thirst. It's essential for transporting nutrients, lubricating joints, and keeping muscle cells functioning properly. In fact, your muscles are made up of about 75% water. When you're even slightly dehydrated, muscle function begins to drop. You might feel more fatigued, cramp easier, or have slower recovery after activity. Most people don't drink enough, especially older adults. As we age, our sense of thirst decreases. So you may not feel thirsty even when your body really needs fluid. A good goal is about 6 to 8 cups of fluids per day, more if you're active or it's hot. This doesn't have to be just plain water. Herbal teas, soups, smoothies, and water-rich fruits like watermelon and cucumbers all count. Try starting your day with a glass of water, then sip throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Keep a water bottle nearby. Add a splash of lemon or mint if you want more flavor. Dehydration also increases your risk of falls, confusion, and low energy. So if you're trying to protect your strength, don't forget to hydrate. Think of hydration as oil for the engine of your body. The better you stay hydrated, the smoother your muscles will perform. Now let's talk about something that often goes unspoken: motivation. Because even if you know what to do, it's not always easy to do it. Some days, getting out of bed feels like the hardest part. And when your body already feels weak, doing anything physical can seem overwhelming. That's why mindset matters. You're not just rebuilding muscle, you're rebuilding belief. The belief that you can improve. The belief that change is still possible, even now. One of the best ways to stay motivated is to focus on progress, not perfection. Did you do one more rep today than last week? That's progress. Did you walk to the mailbox and back without needing help? That's progress. Celebrate those moments. Write them down. Keep a small notebook of victories, no matter how tiny they may seem. Another helpful trick is to link your effort to something bigger. Maybe you want to stay strong so you can travel again, or so you can play with your grandkids, or so you don't have to rely on anyone to get out of bed. Whatever your reason, name it. Remind yourself of it every day. That why is what keeps you going when things feel hard. And remember, you're not doing this alone. There are millions of others walking this same path, choosing strength, one small step at a time. Let's revisit something critical that ties everything together: consistency. Because no matter how good a plan is, it doesn't work if it's not followed. One workout won't build muscle. One healthy meal won't stop muscle loss. One good night's sleep won't fix years of fatigue. But repeated effort, day after day, that's what makes the difference. Consistency is how your body knows we're serious about this. It's how your muscles learn we're not giving up. And consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to get it right every time. You just have to come back again and again. That could mean walking for 5 minutes today and 10 minutes next week. That could mean starting with one push-up against the wall and building from there, or eating one more egg at breakfast, or stretching your legs before bed. These little things become habits. Habits shape your routine, and your routine becomes your reality. Don't wait until you feel like it. Motivation comes and goes, but consistency, that's what builds lasting change. Keep showing up, keep moving, keep choosing strength. Let's pause for a moment and acknowledge something important. The fact that you're here watching this means you care. You care about your health, your future, your independence. That alone sets you apart. Many people give up. They accept weakness as inevitable. They stop trying, stop learning, stop believing. But you haven't. You're still showing up. You're still asking, what else can I do? That attitude matters more than any vitamin or exercise, because change begins in the mind. And when you believe you're still capable, your body responds. So keep that belief alive. Feed it. Surround yourself with messages that reinforce strength, not decline. Watch videos that inspire. Read stories of seniors who gain their strength. Join a walking group or a fitness class. Talk to others about what you're doing. You never know who you'll inspire by simply taking care of yourself. This isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing every day to do one thing that supports your strength. That's how you take your power back. That's how you stop your muscles from wasting away. Let's take this one step further. From personal care to community. Because strength isn't just physical. It's also emotional. It's also social. We are stronger when we feel connected. And sadly, one of the biggest threats to muscle health in older adults is isolation. When people feel alone, they move less. They eat less. They sleep poorly. They lose motivation. And all of that speeds up muscle loss. That's why connection is part of the solution. When you talk to a friend, your brain lights up. When you laugh, your muscles relax. Plus, when you walk with someone, you tend to walk farther and feel better doing it. So don't go on this journey alone. Invite someone in. Share what you're learning. Ask them to join you for a stretch, a short walk, or even just a glass of water. Build habits together. Celebrate wins together. Support each other on hard days. That's what community looks like. And that's what makes your efforts sustainable. Because muscle doesn't just live in your legs or your arms. It lives in your spirit too. Let's pause and imagine something together. Imagine waking up tomorrow with just 10% more strength. What would that feel like? Maybe standing up from a chair would feel easier. Maybe you'd walk to the kitchen with more confidence. Maybe you'd lift a bag of groceries without needing help. Or take a longer walk just because you feel like it. That 10% isn't a fantasy. It's real. And it's achievable, not in years, but in weeks. When you start feeding your muscles the right nutrients, moving with purpose, sleeping with intention, and hydrating consistently, they respond. And when your muscles respond, everything else in life becomes more manageable. Stronger muscles mean fewer falls, better posture, more stable joints, greater independence, less fear, more joy, and most of all, more options. Because when your body feels strong, you feel free again. Free to move, free to explore, free to participate, free to say yes again. And all of that begins with one simple truth. Muscle is not gone. It's waiting for you to wake it up. So let's bring everything we've talked about into one clear path forward. Here's your muscle preservation game plan. Step 1. Prioritize protein. Eat 25-30 grams of protein per meal. Include eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, lentils, chicken, tofu, or salmon. Spread protein evenly throughout the day, especially at breakfast. Step 2. Move your muscles. Do light resistance exercises 2-3 times per week. This can be chair squats, wall push-ups, or using resistance bands. Add balance exercises like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe. Step 3. Improve your sleep. Aim for 7-8 hours of restful sleep each night. Create a calming bedtime routine and avoid screens before bed. Step 4. Stay hydrated. Drink at least 6-8 cups of fluids per day, more if active. Include water, herbal tea, soups, and water-rich fruits. Step 5. Get your vitamin D levels checked. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test. Take D3 supplements if recommended, with food and consistently. Combine with magnesium and K2 if possible. Step 6. Stay consistent. You don't have to be perfect. Just show up every day. Track your wins, and don't stop when it gets hard. Step 7. Stay connected. Talk to friends. Join a walking group. Share your progress with someone you love. Together, these 7 steps form your foundation for strength, a stronger body, a more active life, and a future where muscle loss doesn't control you. You control it. Before we close, let me leave you with the one final thought. Muscle is more than just tissue. It's your strength, your stability, your confidence. It's your freedom to move, to act, to live the way you want to live. And you have more control over it than you think. You're not stuck. You're not helpless. You're not too old to build strength. Every step, every choice, every small effort adds up. And no effort is wasted. You are your own muscle doctor. And this journey isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about honoring your body with care, compassion, and commitment. You've already started. Just by being here, learning, listening, you've taken the first step. And now you know what to do next. Feed your muscles. Move your body. Rest deeply. Stay hydrated. Keep showing up. Keep choosing strength even in the smallest ways. Because strong muscles build strong lives, and you deserve both. Thank you for being here. Now go give your muscles the care they've been waiting for.